Well, my forecast where I'm at is like rain, 50% chance of rain like all next week, and like Monday is frozen rain. All right, bud. Give me 1 second. I'm going to the restroom. I'll be right back. Here, B. And I'm back. My shows rain Wednesday passed. Yeah, mine's like Monday is supposed to be like freezing rain in the morning and then like rain throughout the day. And then okay, what places don't have villagers? Where should I build the house? Should I build it over here? No, because there's this thing. Where should I build like the big ass house? I want a flat area. I should probably start flattening some of this. If you're wondering why this is here, it was to get villagers. I don't want a flat area, by the way. I just need to flatten some area. I think I want to flatten this to at least be this level, or like this level. Well, should I? No, I'm gonna destroy this house. I don't want to keep this house. So yeah, I'm gonna flatten it to this area. I know tick rate's like pretty useful for like growing stuff. Like if you want to grow stuff fast, you want to use a good tick rate. There you go. Yeah. You know, here's a, I'm pretty sure the question's probably pretty obvious, but like, what do you think most streamers play on? Oh, I can just fill this hole in. Okay, I'm just gonna do it. I thought it went into a cave system. Like, what version of Minecraft do you think they play on? Like Java or Windows? I don't really explore too often. Probably. I mean, I'm playing on Java, but that's just because mods are super easy. But I also understand Windows runs better than Java. Like, it sounds weird to say that, but because of the way it's programmed, it runs better for computers. And Java is not as well scripted. But people also know how to make the game run better on Java because you can download mods like Optifine. Most people use Optifine even if they have a really good computer. So it's like, what's the point of like not having Java? Prison maps, there was one thing I watched. Prison maps are like the stuff where you just like basically dig and like just kind of sell stuff, right? Because I was thinking about playing one of those and I then just like didn't go for it. I don't know why. I just like, you know what, never mind. Because I found out like there was people on YouTube who made videos that are like, we're gonna exploit these oh, what's it called, like prison servers, because they are like rigged, but at the same time it's just because like, I don't want to say rigged, what is the word? Trying to be boring. Yeah, I mean, I like doing that stuff. That was the whole reason. It's because I'm one of those people that like will just dig a giant ass hole for like no reason, just besides digging a giant ass hole. Okay. Do I want to do anything here? I feel like this drop off's a little weird, so I'm gonna go here. Don't worry, apparently I couldn't speak English earlier. I couldn't say axolot. Axolotl. Axolotl. See, I can't even say it now. Excuse me. I don't fucking know. Like, surprisingly, 10 grand isn't a lot of money. Like, it is, especially for me, because I don't have any student debts to pay off or anything like that. But, like, surprisingly, 10 grand doesn't really go anywhere anymore. That's the sad truth. Like, I don't know, probably just be able to live nicely. Like, I can't go and buy a house. I can't do anything with it. Like, even if I wanted to buy a car, that's the price of like a good cheap new car. Like a brand new off the lot car. Like, not to be a Debbie Downer, I just don't know what I would do with it. I'm just like, David, I have 10 grand. I don't know. Go get mental health. No. But yeah, it's just like, I mean, yeah, I'll probably do like little stuff, like just be able to buy a like good ass computer and not have to worry about prices or anything like that. You know what I would do? I'd buy $10,000 just of storage. I would just buy so much computer storage. Dude, 1 minute isn't enough time to do anything. Like, it would be like, hey man, put in my card, and then, like, it would take me a minute to put in my card. Then again, it would probably just be like, hey, go fill up your, like, cart, and then I'll buy it with the card, more than, like, put in my card information. I'm looking at it like really weird. Well, it's like, what kind of store is it? Is it like Best Buy? Or is it like Walmart? That's like, that also makes like kind of a huge difference. Because like, what am I buying, huh? Am I buying groceries? Buying electronics? Walmart? I mean, I can buy some stuff at Walmart. I'll probably buy like two of their good PCs. Just throw those in the cart. They have some pretty decent computers at Walmart now. I mean, they like really upgraded their like computer gaming section, and then like 2 years later, they didn't necessarily get rid of it, but they definitely like cut back on it. Like, they're like, oh, this wasn't as good of an idea as what we hope. I think it was because COVID hit and everybody just started buying PC parts online. Summon Mr. Beast. Imagine that word. That'd be crazy. I mean, he hasn't done that in a while, as far as I know. I mean, maybe he does on like Mr. Beast Gaming or whatever, but he doesn't like go to streamers anymore and like give them money. That was like a thing that made him somewhat popular for a minute. Was just going to random streamers and handing them like tens of thousands of dollars. Bro, he would come in here and then be like, "Hey, how do I donate money to you?" And I'd be like, "Oh, I haven't got it set up yet. If you want to buy $10,000 in bits, sure." But then I would have to be taxed on it. Not until next year, I guess. Oh, yeah, see, that's how much I don't follow Mr. Beast, is that I don't know when his last, like, gaming video was. I know he did it, but that's because, like, it was, like, he just knows how YouTube works. That man is a YouTube, like, if you want to do anything, ask that guy how to do anything on YouTube, and he's gonna tell you the answer. Like, technically what I'm doing is very bad. Like, nobody really likes long, which is weird because long form content is coming back around, but more like long form, like, clip videos. Like, if you can make long form, like, compilations people are down to watch, or if you like, because like I like watching story based stuff, like, hey, the lore, like the rise and fall of Dead Rising, that's a good video to watch. What's up, Mr. Skeleton? I will deal with you in a minute. One house is gone from the map now. Oh my gosh, there's so many. There's not 100 houses here. It's fine. That mud bloom or whatever it's called. What? Mud bloom? Oh, right. It's like a thing. I know exactly what you're talking about. Is there a villager in this house? There is. Damn it. Maybe I should build the villager like house like over here. I actually kind of want to raise this a bit. But like, where do I want to start raising it? I'm hyped for PTYD. 2000. Okay, that's what I thought it was. Like Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door? Are they remaking it? That'd be cool if they remade it. I'd play it for the channel. I was one Paper Mario I did somewhat play when I was younger, but I don't think I ever beat it. I actually have played Mario games on the channel. Like I have played Sunshine and 64, which is kind of old. I mean, I also played Wonder, but that's relatively new. Also, I guess that's one good thing. Like, not all games are... See, like, if the Switch 2 came out, it wouldn't be too odd, but I don't think they would call it the Switch 2. I think they would just be like, hey, here's the updated Switch. I don't think Nintendo's gonna make another new console for a good minute. In personal opinion, just because the Switch did so well. I mean, yeah, if anything, they might call it a Switch Pro. But it's just kind of like most consoles. We're getting to the point where consoles aren't gonna have names anymore. They're just gonna be like, hey, this is like the, like, sure, PS5 and Xbox are probably always gonna have a console name, but at the same time, they're not. Because like the Series X and S are like some of the main things. Like, they're so, people think like consoles are so bad, but they're so good now. I play the majority of my games from consoles just because I don't want to deal with having to have a good, like, overly good PC just to make sure the graphics are good. So I'm just like, I'm gonna play it on a console, that way I'm never gonna have frame issues. Sure, it's locked, but like, let's say my PC GPU die or it like runs down, then the frame rate goes down. I gotta get more dirt. But you say that, but like, the only games that show that are technically like Game Freak games, like Pokemon games. Every other game works. Like Tears of the Kingdom, the only time I ever saw frame issues was like when I first landed. Maybe rarely I saw other issues with it. But Tears of the Kingdom is a great one to point out. It's just like, hey, like, look how well this one did. Oh no, I'm not saying it doesn't need an upgrade. It will eventually, and hopefully they do come out with a Switch Pro. I mean, I would have to probably throw $400 down if they're like, hey, the Switch Pro is going to be like the Series X and S or PS5 and PS4, where you can play our old games on it, but it's not going to run as good. And so for a YouTuber like me who posts fucking like 20 games in like 6 months, then I would have to like fork over the money and be like, cool, hey, I need this better console just so I can play these games at the best way possible. Then I wouldn't, but yeah, like, see, I thought about getting an OLED, but people were like, I looked into it and there's not a point to get an OLED. I don't have any fucking whatever dirt. There's no point to get a OLED if you own a Switch, unless if you're in a handheld loving gamer. Like, if you play the Switch handheld, like 75 to a good portion, yes, I would say an OLED's just fine. A OLED is a good choice for you. If you don't, I don't see a reason to get an OLED. OLED, it means jack shit. See, yeah, like, I know a bunch of people who got OLEDs for their first Switch, but that's their first Switch. It's just like $50 more to have an OLED screen. Why not? Right? But like, for me, I was like, there's not really a point to getting an OLED. And like, Because somebody asked me, they're like, what's the difference between OLED and stuff? And he was looking for it for his kids, because his kids are like 6 and 7. I'm like, well, quick question. Did you get an OLED to play games on it, or did you get an OLED to hook up to a TV and then play games on it? He's like, a little bit of both. I'm like, for you, fine. Because if it's for a little bit of both, your kids are going to get a really good image that runs fine with the OLED. But if you're getting it just to play games on and like hook up to a TV, it's not worth it. And he was like, oh. And I was like, yeah. It's a great console. I forgot I made these. Like, it's a great console. And I would say it is worth it if you just want a better like looking experience on it. But if you're not, then it's not worth it. What was I doing? Going to get dirt. That's what I was doing. Yeah, like literally, I don't think my Switch has left the dock since I moved into my new place. Like, I moved in with my roommate and I put it in there and it stayed there. I have no reason to take it out. Mostly because I, like... Oh, cool. Shulker box has nothing in it, thank God. Like, I might take it out if I ever went on a road trip and I'm not driving. Then yeah, I would probably take it out and be like, cool, I have games to play.
No problem.